be here. I used to be, and this is going to sound really braggy, but I used to be, honestly, I used to be the prettiest, cleverest girl in my class, but I was homeschooled, so... I wasn't that academic at school, actually, but I loved philosophy, and I still love philosophy. Like, I'm always thinking about life's big questions. The other day, I was thinking, what if, all this time, it was Shaggy? I've been on a man ban. Well, it's over now. I can't stress that enough. Let the dog see the rabbit. I had, like, commitment issues with guys, I would say. So I went through a phase where I'd go out with men, like, way younger than me. I think just because they're around, like, they're not married, they don't know any better, and they're easier to catfish. How do you know if a man is too young for you? I'll tell you this is something I learned. Right, OK, you're out and about, you're on the town, and, he just asked you to buy him a chocky milkshake. That actually happened. And then I went back to his. I know, I went back anyway. His hand soap at his flat was Jelly Baby flavoured. Oh, Mama gotta go. After she slept with you. Right. I think we're screwed, in a way. I think we've all become so vain and narcissistic, right? I think Instagram is the death of us. Having said that, do follow me online because I'm very funny. I don't mind when people are thirsty on the gram. We all want attention, right? But what is interesting at the moment is there's a sort of trend to be sort of narcissistic, but to pretend it's for charity, you know, or to pretend it's about a cause. There was a guy on Instagram the other day, right? Tops off selfie, flexing his muscles. I think he'd oiled up as well for the occasion. Fine, live your life. So he's like that, fine. But then underneath, what he'd written was, can we just talk about mental health? Yes, but can you pop a top on? Because I'm finding it hard to focus. But I get it, I just think, like, if you want to be, like, thirsty, be thirsty. Say, oh, you can see my nipples in picture 4. Have a lovely time. I'm having a gawp at that. Lovely. If you want to talk about feminism, maybe now and again put a picture of someone else up. Put a picture of Anita Hill up, the African-American human rights lawyer who changed rape laws. Yes, for the better. And no, I didn't know who Anita Hill was before this bit, and that's because she's not being thirsty on the gram, so I do see. OK. Get ready for this. The person that put me on the man ban was my healer. Huh? Big word for a comedy show. Let's dial it down and call her an energy worker. I know it's not relatable when you mention your healer. I do know that. Give me a cheer if you've got a healer. Yeah. 2 people have. We haven't got time. But look how well balanced she sounded. It works. No, I have got a healer, and she's called Jill in the Pyrenees. Well, she's called Jill. She lives in the Pyrenees. I call her Jill in the Pyrenees. Because you can be spiritual and have a bit of fun, OK? And I don't go to the Pyrenees. I just WhatsApp audio call her, because energy works through space and time. And that's quantum physics, OK? Don't make me explain it. So, Jill in the Pyrenees put me on a man ban, right? And at the start of it, I was like, what? I can't even get off with anyone, even if they put the Fugees album on and tell me I'm different to other girls. She said, yeah. I think she actually said correctamundo. Because you can be spiritual and have a bit of fun. And about 6 months into the man ban, I met this guy. There was a bit of a vibe, right? And he wasn't my normal type, like, not even in a band. And I said to Jill, look, this guy's making me dinner. Can I sleep with him? And this is honestly what Jill said. Jill said, no, you cannot sleep with him, but you can give him a BJ. Om Shanti, love and light. Isn't that lovely? I didn't even use it, but it's nice to know it's there in case of emergencies, right? And then it was about 10, 11 months into the ban, and nothing had happened, no kissing, no nothing. And I said to Jill, look, I'm getting a bit fed up. Like, I'm a human being. I'm flesh and bones. I said, look, is there going to be any sort of movement in that area? And this is what Jill said. She said, the angels... I know. She said, the angels are just purifying your sacral chakra. We've all been there. classic case of, she said, the angels are just purifying your sacred chakra. She said, so don't put anything up there for the moment. And the weirdest thing of all is my first thought was, that does make sense, thank you, Jill. Because there was a lot to purify, because in the noughties, I was an absolute massive legend. I was a slut, but I was doing it for feminism. You're welcome. I slept around a lot when I was younger, right? And I honestly thought I was doing it for feminism. Because my brother could do what he wanted and he wasn't judged or shamed. And women were held to a different regard. And I thought, the patriarchy won't tell me what to do. Thank you. I will sleep with more people. Thank you. Very damaging time. Not because sex is bad, but bad sex is bad, you know? And that age, you don't know what you want, you don't know how to ask for it, and sometimes you're just doing it because the arcades are closed. And looking back now, I don't know how much it did for the movement. Lou, have you read Third Wave Feminism, a critique? I'm sorry, Sandra, I'm busy out here doing my own work in the field. But I will say this before I go. I read a statistic recently that 30% of men, that's quite a lot, have a look around. 30% of men have paid for sex. That's so many, isn't it? Because I've not received a penny.